Welcome, listeners, to the Holiday Dollar Podcast. I'm your host, KQ Dog, and this is episode.
My bad.
This is episode 111. 111. I ain't gonna lie, man. This feels like it has been a long week. I felt this week. This week has been long. I have missed y'all. I haven't talked to y'all in a week. It feels like I haven't talked to y'all forever. It feels like Toys R Us was a month ago. Shout out to all the listeners who listen in, the day one listeners.
Shout out to Whitley.
Shout out to Whitley for being the chef in the kitchen tonight, whenever you're listening. Shout out to Whitley. Shout out to DB. They're both in the building. We're about to have a great podcast for you guys. We have been, well, at least I have been very overwhelmed. And I mean that in a lightly way because I'm not overwhelmed I can't handle it. But I've been overwhelmed with work last week. A lot of things, a lot of events. Shout out to Spectrum once again. Basketball, NBA, college. It was the college Jumpman Invitational, Michigan, Oklahoma State, Florida, and UNC, Chapel Hill. So it was a good game, boys and girls.
It
was a great experience.
Great experience, I would imagine.
They are definitely ranked, girls and boys. They're ranked, so they definitely have a lot to prove as the season goes on. Say what?
Who?
Oklahoma and Michigan were ranked. The boys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one is ranked 10, the other one's ranked 20. After that game, the rankings have changed since then, obviously. UNC boys faced Florida, and Florida was number 7. So they lost that game, but it was a lot of high stakes.
UNC lost.
UNC did lose, yes.
Shitty boy.
You know, it was a very close game. They lost to Florida.
Shitty boy.
Florida was number 7. You know, they definitely had a lot to prove, to a big hurdle, if you will, to get over. They almost had it. But nonetheless, it was a good week. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of good things to be done. A lot of people, a lot of good food to be served, as my co-hosts are also eating. So it is definitely it's definitely been an eventful week. What about you guys? How have your weeks been?
Very busy week. I'm on call. So after this, today, I'm taking a nap.
You been on call all week?
I'm going on call starting tonight. So I'll be on call for Christmas. Yay.
Crazy though?
It's not, the jobs aren't bad. It's just the fact that they're going to call you at any given moment. So like, the last 3 nights in a row, I went to bed at like 9, 10. Literally, I mean, this is like clear as day. Exactly what I did. Ding, phone charger, Netflix play, lay down for like 5-10 minutes, eyes open. I mean, I don't even sleep. I literally just go like this. Eyes open, phone rings. Yeah, wake up, man. I got a call. I said, holy shit. No way. So the cookie crumbles. But it's life, you know.
Life.
Yeah.
Life is all we need.
I mean, I sit around. I still get paid.
I mean, yeah. But I can't. It drives me crazy. Even at work when I sit around, it drives me insane.
This is why I have to find things to entertain me. That's why I bought the Nerf gun.
Yes, I'm glad that she brought up the Nerf gun. That is something that, let's talk about that in the pre-pod. Whitley has brought violence into this house. As you would know, Whitley is always trying to be innovative in things, and she has started by bringing Nerf guns into the house and starting to proceed to shoot us, me and Andrew, when we done nothing.
I didn't even shot you. I only shot you once.
Well, maybe you deserve it.
You shot me more than once.
Maybe you deserve it.
You keep ducking.
That's the point of not getting shot.
Catch, duck, smoke.
I don't duck smoke.
Catch, duck, smoke.
I do duck.
Catch, duck, smoke.
When have I ever ducked smoke? When have I ever ducked smoke?
Prime example right here, you ducking smoke.
I'm ducking a bullet. I'm ducking the Nerf gun.
It don't even hurt.
Does it hurt, Daryl? You've gotten shot. Whitley has shot you since you came in the house. Does it hurt?
Enough. I'm not gonna lie. Just tap.
Oh.
Nerf guns didn't hurt
This
you.
is love tap.
Nerf guns didn't hurt as bad as children. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so I have to go to Target and get my ammunition because I'm not gonna be just ducking to the floor every single time Whitley cocks her gun. Not doing it.
There you go.
Not doing it.
'Cause you got smoke.
Listen, you ain't ready.
Catch don't want to smoke. Catch don't want to smoke.
Not yet. I will, but not right now. Be calculated. Anyway, how was your week, Whitley? As you're doing what you're about to do.
I was getting water.
Well, as Whitley's getting water, I would say I just talk about my week. Daryl just talked about his week. So now, as Whitley is getting to talk about her week, I'm going to talk about just how thankful we are to have listeners listening in every week, how dedicated you are. Shout out to the new listeners. I see y'all. I see the numbers. I see the algorithms. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DB for being the new prime spot. And I guess since we're here, I guess I could talk about it. It's been about 10 episodes since you've been on the ride. So yeah, I
didn't even think about that.
I ain't even know. I didn't want to be that guy. But now I guess since we're here, how do you feel? You know, the first stretch of being a podcaster.
So good, man. I talk about it often. I asked you to send me the link like 5 times ago. Maybe like 10 minutes ago. Somebody wants it. But I feel good, man. I feel good. I like it, you know. I don't always talk. So when I want to talk, this is where I come to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's good to have somebody to talk to and people to actually listen. Might not know who the hell you are, but
I think Kess is starting to figure out who be listening to his shit now.
yeah.
There's some subliminal hits.
I think it's good. It's
in
a
his
good
life.
thing.
I have been getting subtle hints that there are people listening to the podcast, which is great because I want the whole world to listen to the podcast. The whole world is listening to the podcast.
That's
Some
very good, my brother.
people are listening that I've noticed are listening, and I ain't stopping not a thing, but I know you're listening.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a great thing because you're listening, but I know you're listening. And I also will be going out. I'll be venturing out to Raleigh to
I forgot about that.
be with my homeboys from college, Fable and Pat, on their podcast, Past the Ox. They're having their recap of the year episode, and they invited me to come out. So I'm definitely gonna go out, represent the pod, represent me, represent us.
When is this?
Tomorrow. So I will be on the road. Wish me, bless me, and give me all of your prayers while I'm out. And it's gonna be a great show, great content. Get to see them, talk with them, chop it up with them, have some great episodes.
What they talk about?
They talk about Pastor Ox, my boys. They talk about really not the same things we talk about, not necessarily, but they have a more music driven. They have a more music driven agenda with their topics. It's more so about the musicality and hip hop up with it, and I do that too. But they really go into it, like they really get into it, and they have a different type of pocket of sources where they get shit from. So I think they're very enjoyable to listen to, quirky, funny. Yeah, my guys. I had them on the podcast previously. They're on a bonus episode. Show you right. So yeah, man. Pat and Fable, those are my rap guys, those are my music guys, my college guys. What's so funny? What did I say?
It was Daryl's face.
Oh, that shit fire.
But yeah,
I'm back. Okay. Goddamn, boy.
Daryl's back with
I
us.
needed that.
Now, you heard if you didn't hear it, you heard it.
Yeah, I
Daryl's
probably got damn fork step with that bowl. I ain't whipping no dope. I was eating food.
Listen.
Hey man, we hard-working people need to eat, man. I understand.
Listen, man.
Hard work people.
Was it good?
What was it? Nigga ate since like 1:30. That passed my eating time. Gotta eat one more time before I go to sleep tonight. Oh.
Well, we gonna get into the topics. We have a lot of topics. We're gonna start with something light, but then as we get into the topic, it's going to be interesting. I want to know Whitley's take on it. First and foremost, football, sports. Let's get it out the way. Travis Hunter, if you don't know who that is, he is the Heisman winner of the College Football League Association, however you like to categorize it. But he is the Heisman winner, right? And he is the Heisman winner of Colorado. That's Deion Sanders. That's the team that he coached for the past 2 seasons. But Travis Hunter, the wide receiver / defensive back, won the Heisman. And congratulations is in order. I have 2 questions, one for Daryl, one for Whitley.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with Daryl since he's done eating. First question, Daryl. Do you think Travis Hunter will go into the league as a defensive back or a wide receiver?
What's his body weight? Wide receiver.
That's it? You don't think that any teams will give him a chance to play both?
I think he can tackle Derrick Henry. And then go up against Jalen Ramsey at the body weight that he's at right now, consistently. Impossible.
Well, there are more players than these 2 players you just said, and these 2 players are the top.
I'm just saying.
Depending
not even
on
top, I'm just saying weight size, weight, height, size. Think about the size that he is. He's probably the size of people we played with in high school. Correct. Think about the NFL. That's a lot. I'm not saying that's a generational talent. I'm not taking his talent away. I'm just thinking realistic.
You don't think that there is a jump in size when you get to the next level, like high school to college, college to the NFL?
There is, but think about people we went to high school with that went to high school, that went to college. They weren't that big until they got to college.
Exactly, my point.
But think about him right now. He has a high metabolism. Look at his body size. He's not that big of a.
So I don't want to.
Size matters.
Size does matter, but I'm not trying to get that wrong. I'm not trying to get that wrong. My brain went to Tyrann Mathieu.
I
right?
never thought I'd see the day when a man said that.
Shut up. I thought of Tyrann Mathieu and how he dominated with LSU in his size, right? So Travis Hunter being
what do you mean?
How he was able to dominate as a defensive back with his size.
I mean, he's not really on the side defensive back though.
Who?
Tyrann Mathieu.
What do you mean he's not a real defensive back?
He's not an undersized defensive back.
He is undersized.
He's not.
Compared to Travis Hunter?
He's 5'9", 185.
And Travis Hunter is
5'10", 185.
Travis Hunter. I hate when you do this. Travis Hunter is 185, 6'1".
Exactly. So that's high school weight.
Is it?
That is.
That is kind of small. I wasn't expecting that.
That's exactly what I expected. I knew it.
Wait. This person ain't in the league yet?
He's about to be. He
yes. Got a what?
I'm not taking that size away from him.
Yes.
I'm taking that size as a slot receiver in NFL. Okay. That's like Tyron Lockett Tyron Lockett playing defensive back and wide receiver.
Tyrann Mathieu is 5'9".
5'9".
So I'm saying Travis Hunter, from a size standpoint, can play. Look at the cornerbacks of the fucking Panthers. Bro. I'm saying that there could be a chance where he could play both sides if he gets to a team that's not as successful.
I'm saying realistically, I know that he can play both sides.
Right.
Weight, size wise, I don't think that overall in I'm not gonna say in the long run. Shit, I'm gonna say 3 games in, his body is not gonna be able to take that toll.
Take that.
He's not gonna be able to be being hit constantly by a fucking linebacker. It don't matter who it is. I'm not gonna say names. It don't matter who it is because he's 185. He's not gonna be able to take constantly getting blocked or a guard pulling, a tackle pulling, fucking DK Metcalf driving into the damn ground. I mean, he's a great athlete, but there's plays of him getting pushed around in college as well that nobody talks about.
That's fair.
I mean, it's football. You get knocked down, you get back up. Shit happens, but it's NFL. Mm-hmm. You might get knocked down, and that shit might put your ass out. You might get your ass ran over, and that might be the end of your damn career. You broke your fucking neck. Mm-hmm. Trying to tackle Derrick Henry so fucking hard, these dumbasses do. Now, granted, they can try it because they're a little bit bigger. Like Harrison plays for the Steelers, Vikings. what's his name? Harrison Smith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can do dumb shit like that. Like as he seen a couple weeks ago, he got stiff arm trying to tackle so hard. But a nigga like
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter, that nigga's
No.
getting put in the dirt,
Mm-hmm.
and ain't no ankle bite gonna save that nigga. As you see,
Mm.
now imagine him going against Saquon, heads up, open field. Who's winning that battle? Who are you taking?
I'm taking Saquon.
Again, and I'm not taking away his talent. I'm just thinking realistic.
I feel like so. I think we're saying he'll be more effective on the offensive side of the ball. Well, I think.
And I'm saying most effective. He's effective on defense as well, but I'm just thinking about size, bro. Like you got to think that plays a part. Size
Mm-hmm.
plays a part in football. You're a cornerback, which is a hard position to play in the NFL. I don't care what nobody says.
Facts.
I don't care. I'm saying football period, not NFL. Football period.
Facts.
Wide receiver, you're getting hit. Quarterback, you're hitting. That's beating after beating after beating after beating after beating. That's the only other position. I'm not gonna say position that gets the most hits, but I mean these niggas are big nowadays, bro. This is not high school.
If motherfuckers are pulling to the left side and you the corner on the left side, nigga, you gotta pull up and take that every
But that's
time.
what I'm saying.
So I get you. I know. I'm
thinking about the
agreeing with what
beats
you're
we
saying.
took in high school. I don't say beats we took in high school, but
I understand.
just playing defensive back and oh damn my hips hurt. Oh damn my ankles hurt. Oh
Yeah.
man, and that's just from playing the position. That's not even talking about the fact that you're hitting.
Yeah.
The whole fucking hour or whatever.
It takes a toll to be a defensive player full time. So doing that on top of being an offensive player in the
game's a lot
NFL
faster pace.
is a different angle. So I agree. I just wanted to ask the question and just see where your take was on it, and that's
He's a
fair.
great athlete.
All right.
Give him 10, 15 more pounds, then I might think it.
Okay. And this is my second question to you, Whitley. So same thing. Travis Hunter, he is the Heisman winner. That means that's the most prestigious trophy you can get in college football. He won it because of these accolades that me and Daryl are talking about. The reason I bring it to you is because not only did he win it, but everybody is taking pictures, want to take pictures, autographs. Obviously, he's going to the league, so he's going to be a big name into the NFL. Everybody seemed happy and lovey except his goddamn girlfriend. His girlfriend was big mad. Not big mad, but she was annoyed. She was irritated because she was ready to go. And so much so, the whole family sitting in the front row after he got awarded. There were kids that wanted to take pictures and fans who wanted to take pictures with him because he just won the fucking Heisman and he was celebrating. And she was there big mad, saying, "See, I'm just gonna sit here. You just want me to sit here? So I'm just gonna sit here." And it shows him people got cameras everywhere. And it shows him being like, chill, like you can walk around, you can do something, just relax, hold on, chill, just chill. And she was big pouting the whole time. And the comment section was saying, "Let her go, brother. You need to let her go, brother.
Oh, facts.
You need to let her go, brother."
That ain't the one.
So,
Because this is finna be your life. You're supposed to have a rider, one trying to take the pictures for you. Yeah, my fan needs someone to hold the phone. So let me hold the phone so you can take a picture with my baby because he's a star. That ain't the one, sir. You let that one go.
they're saying that she was showing behaviors that was signs of many athletes before him who have success and they have girlfriends and they gotta let them go.
Yeah.
Do you think that there is a extra responsibility you need to have for your partner when you reach a certain level of status? Is what I'm saying. Do you feel
Most
like
definitely.
do you feel like Travis Hunter part of him should have been like, all right, I gotta go because my girl mad. I gotta go.
No. This was an event for you.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what you was coming to.
Yeah, but I thought you were taking your pictures, shaking some hands, kissing some babies, and now we're going. Why are you doing all these extra pictures and doing all
This
this
ain't
shit?
about you, bitch. This is my time to shine. Know when your spotlight is.
I guess to bring it all home, I guess, and I agree with her because if you've seen the footage, it does show her pouting face, the comment section. I guess this is one of the things where it's not like, why are we talking about Travis Hunter and his girlfriend? But I think this is the generation where when you reach celebrity status, you have to be.
She already stole the moment for him.
I guess
Because
yeah,
instead of the title being, what's his name?
Travis Hunter.
Instead of the title being the headline saying Travis Hunter is now a Heisman, whatever.
His girl mad.
No, the title is Travis is a Heisman, but look at his girl and how she's pouting. So she basically stole the show from him.
Mm. Stole the goddamn show. Okay, well, I'm off of that, but I wanna go back to something because Dara, I don't think you got the proper space to speak on it because we talked about something else. You remember we were talking about narcissistic personality disorder, and you brought up Cam Newton. What did you mean by that? Is there an example you had when you said that?
As far as I wouldn't say every conversation has to deal with him, but in a sense, if you look at his talk shows, it's not a bad thing. He thinks highly of himself. Nothing wrong with it. But I mean, that's just an example of what a narcissist is. I mean, the way he talks to him about himself, um, just as he feels like he should be relevant at the Panthers, which I understand. Nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it. But you're like long gone from the team, and it's like, what's the need for you to say anything about the Panthers? You're not in the NFL no more. And I fuck with Cam, fuck with him. But I feel like every conversation that's had reverts back to himself in a way, some shape or form, as he's interviewing other people.
It does. I do see clips, a lot of clips of him.
And there's nothing wrong with it if you're trying to relate. Like sometimes I do that, try to relate, talk to somebody, and be like, "Oh, that happened to me," but he does it in a way where it's like, "Oh, well, if that was me, I would have," and it's like,
okay. We're not interviewing.
He's not talking about you. Nobody, it's okay to like, "Oh, you know what, that happened to me, so I can understand how you feel," but. Not know, hey, that happened to you, but if it was me, I would have did this. I would have went with it this way. Just like there was no need for him to expose that stuff about his baby mama. Why did you feel the need to do that? You're a black man that has money. So you felt like you needed to put that out in the world for what? And then it's like, oh yeah, my girl stayed with me. Well, you're dumb, and your girl's even dumber. I mean, if that's what you want the world to do, and then here goes your girl clap back on some, oh yeah, we're not worried about nothing. I know what's going on. Oh, you're just dumb as fuck. Like I just don't understand that shit. So again, that reverts back to him like, basically bragging on he can do what the fuck he want to do, and I still got a girl. Not married. He's bragging about him not being married. Why the fuck aren't you married? You got all these kids, 3 baby mamas. Who's happy about that? Like, why are you happy about that? Like what?
He feels free to.
You know the household that you came from. So why are you happy about? Not saying the complete opposite, but yeah, the complete opposite, nigga. Like, I don't understand it. But yeah, that's just a prime example. And again, I'm not talking down on him. Just,
I mean, Nick Cannon knew he need help.
Just prime example. That's a prime example of a narcissist.
Well, thank you for that. That was good. It brought me into the point of his comments on why he goes to the strip club.
Why does he go to the strip club? I didn't hear this. Enlighten me. Please.
Are you being serious?
I'm serious.
I'm being serious. I didn't know.
Why does he go?
He does not go to the strip club for women. He goes to the strip club for men.
What do you mean?
What?
He goes to the strip club for men in the mentality of a competitive drive when it comes to how much money they're throwing. So if he goes into the club and he sees AI, X guy, Y guy throw 10 bands, he looks at that as, oh, where do you think you're doing something? Watch me do this. And he's blowing 20 bands. He's blowing 30 bands, right?
And it sounds like you good with money, sir.
Well, that's just somebody, and that's another thing that's weird because I don't know his upbringing. I don't think he was poor. I'm not gonna say that. I feel like he had a decent upbringing and whatnot, from what I can see. That's something that somebody does that's never had nothing. You're old as fuck. What the fuck are you doing? Thinking with that mentality.
It's a very ego. He admitted to saying it's a very ego, very pride thing. But that's the atmosphere of the strip club. That's where that energy or that bravado is appropriate. That's the place to do that. If you're gonna think like that in the strip club, that's the place to think like that because of what you're doing.
I don't have an ego battle, and My whole thing is if I'm an ego battle, I'm like, yeah, bitch, look at my bank account, bitch. Look at my bank statement, bitch. That's my ego. Not, yeah, bitch, let me go waste my bank account. Let me go blow all my money because you're throwing 10,000 on. I'm going to throw 40. Yeah, I just lost 40,000. No, dumbass. My competition is one of my homeboys just bought a house. Okay, shit, bro, how you figure that shit out? Homeboy just bought 2 houses. Shit, nigga, y'all just bought them 2 houses. Teach me how y'all just bought them 2 houses just now. Cause y'all bought them 2 houses. Give me 2 years, nigga. I'm buying 3 houses. That's competition I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck about wasting 40 bands, nigga. Wasting money in the strip club.
I'm gonna invest.
That shit is dumb as fuck, nigga. You're rich as hell.
Yes, guys, this is a very mature take, and I agree with y'all.
That's dumb as fuck.
But
I don't care about
but
none of
let's
that
get
shit.
back to the strip club real quick.
That's fine, bro.
If me and you, Dare, are going to the strip club, fuck the no, not fuck. Embrace, remember, admire everything you just said. Forget all that for a second.
It's not what the strip club is about.
Forget
it's like putting these bitches through
That's
college.
really not what it's about.
Forget all that for a second. Me and you going to the club. I throw 2 bands.
Okay.
What you doing?
I'm going to enjoy myself and ass and titties in my face. I don't care about throwing 2 bands.
I don't care how much you threw.
I really don't. That's cool he threw 2 bands. Because I can have a band in my pocket and it look like I threw 2 bands. You don't even know, Kiss.
That's not the point.
Because every time you look at me, I'm throwing money, but I got a band in my pocket. I made you throw 2 bands, nigga.
It's not about making.
Yeah, how about that?
I made you waste more money while I'm over here.
Is it wasting money?
How do you know I even threw that much? Are you counting my money?
I mean,
pocket watching.
Y'all being technical, and I think people.
I'm not.
I think pocket watching is a thing in the strip club because that's why I think that's what Cam Newton is saying. The man's pocket watching in the strip club on men and how much money they throw. That's exactly
why you there.
That's not why.
That's why he is there.
Exactly. You talking about the reason? He's talking about the reason why he's there.
But I'm asking.
That's weird.
So that's not what men think when they're throwing money in the club like that. I guess that's what I was asking.
I don't know. What the niggas think?
Because most people will say that the strip club is bad, right? Because it's exploiting females and, this and that. But you never heard nobody say that?
I've heard of it, but
there's people that, I'm not making it seem like it's a nuanced thing. This is something that people say. The strip club is where girls are being exploited. They're half naked and men are just throwing money and, whatever. If I'm listening to what Cam's saying, it ain't about the women. It ain't about y'all. Yeah, y'all there for decoration. That's what he word. Y'all there for decoration. Him and his girl there. Yeah, y'all there for decoration, but it ain't about y'all. It's about this nigga and how much money he throwing. If he throwing 10,000, wherever it's going, obviously it's going to the women because of whatever. But I'm throwing 15. That's not necessarily saying I want to see this girl half naked. This is Cam. I want to show this dude
that's
that
bored mentality. Let me go to the strip club and see how much what's in throwing.
That's what mentality?
That's bored mentality.
Bored mentality?
You being bored.
Oh, bored.
That's dumb as hell. I was like, what?
Wow.
See, I just look at people with money and I'm just like, I could never. I would get bored and probably just buy shit. And that's how I would end up with shit.
So you wouldn't get bored and go to the strip club?
No. Even I can't give money for you shaking your ass. That's
what
why
you mean?
That's why I can't get with people like influencers being shaking their ass and getting money, and they be like, "Oh, they came up." They came up because they was shaking their ass. Anybody can fucking do that.
A lot of people can't do it well. Anybody can do it, but not everybody can do it.
That is true.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
But you know what? If you can't do it well, you know what you do? You fucking learn. You learn. That's how you learn a skill.
Get a real job. I go to the strip club, me personally, to have fun.
And what is fun?
Look at that ass and titties.
Why else would you go to the strip club?
I'm asking you is it real shit? If you had excess money to spend because of the ass and titties and it was doing
no, that's what I'm saying. I would buy shit.
Yeah. So y'all going in the strip club for free? Y'all just going to the strip club expecting some ass and titties with no money being thrown?
What?
That's what I'm asking.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what you're saying. You're saying would you just go because you got money? We're saying no.
Okay, how much money are you willing to throw at the strip club?
If I want to, I throw what the fuck I want to throw.
All right, but what's the max?
It's the maximum you throw.
It depending on how I'm feeling.
You feeling good, nigga?
I mean, if I got it like
you
that,
feeling great.
I mean, depending on where I'm at, like strippers in Atlanta, I'll go fuck that club up. I'll make that bitch rain from the ceiling.
Give me a number, DB. Come on.
It depends on like what do you mean? My occupation now, my occupation in the future, and like
if the world was
whatever.
yours, Daryl, if the world was yours and you had the money, the amount, the
I
salary,
check, nigga, because I know I'll make that bitch back.
10,000, 20,000, 50,000.
If that's he's saying, whatever his check is,
Like,
that's what
so you're willing to spend 100,000 at the strip club?
If I'm not gonna make that shit back, yeah.
All right, cool.
I mean, but I think any nigga in their right mind would do that shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, now if the bitch is bad.
Me personally, how I think with money is, money it's always gonna be here. You gotta realize how much money you done touched in your lifetime. And I ain't gonna lie, I done sat down bored as fuck, and I said, damn, I done fucked up a lot of money. I done touched a lot of money, and I don't sell dope. I don't have no extra side hustle, like, people cut hair on the side and do nails. I don't have none of that. So my money comes strictly from work, gifts, shit like that. And I know how much money, me personally, I've touched and fucked up. There's people out here that's touched a lot more money than I have and be doing dumbass shit with it. And so I've always said the way I treat money is I'm not gonna die with it. So yes, I keep some, but I have fun. So if I was able to have money and I know I'm gonna get that bitch back,
of course,
I'm gonna spend that bitch because I'm gonna get that bitch back.
Right now, what you doing right now?
Right now, what I'm doing right now, I had a friend of mine that always told me, when you get your first job, you get your first paycheck, go that first check. That's your congratulations check.
What government?
I have done that. Huh?
No, I'm talking about job you have now.
Yes.
What you spending at a strip club?
If I want to, yeah. Fuck yeah. I know I'm gonna get that bitch. I know I'm gonna get that bitch back. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah.
How much?
But he said his check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The whole check. Okay.
I'm
not doing that.
I had a job that paid me, that I was working at a couple years ago, that paid me $8,000 to $1,000 weekly, and I would go to the bar with friends.
Now that's what I'm doing.
And we would fuck it up.
That's what I'm doing.
And I'm not bullshitting. I can call and vouch. They can vouch. And we all were doing it. They spent a little bit more money than me. I'm not gonna lie, but I know what I spent a couple times waking up Saturday morning, Sunday mornings. I say, damn. Well, go back to work Tuesday through Saturday and make that shit back, because I know I was getting that shit back. But in the long run, like I think now, I'm like, damn, I could have just paid my bills and I would have had half of that shit. And the next check would have been mine, and I would have had a lot more. Then that's how I think now. But yeah, that's what I did. Even now, I get bored sometimes, and if I have enough money in my pocket, I'll be like, yeah, I deserve this. I go buy shit. Because why? Because my bills are paid.
Amen.
I feel like people don't give themselves enough credit. People don't celebrate themselves. They celebrate other people, and I celebrate myself.
You know what? I want Chloe Bailey to stop acting like a damn fool with her pants on the ground. See, this is a compound thing with me personally, because if you have been a loyal listener of the podcast, you know how I feel about Chloe and her movements and her things and her music and just her career. Because I'm a fanboy. Fuck it. But this is just the last two things that I've seen have been really eyebrow. Well, the last thing I saw was eyebrow raising. This is just like, what the hell are we doing? The first thing was the pandering, and I'm going to use that word strongly, the pandering to Kendrick Lamar during the beef. I'm not going to get into it, but that was a lot of pandering. If you saw it, you saw it. I didn't understand it, but whatever.
What are you talking about?
Chloe Bailey, when she was pandering to Kendrick Lamar during the beef. It didn't make sense to me. Number one. And number two, why are you looking like that with Burna Boy? Like, are you an artist or are you a groupie? I have to say it because it just hurts my soul. She's better.
If that's your man, wouldn't you be a groupie?
Who? Burna Boy?
No. If that's your man, would you not want your girl to be a groupie?
Of course. Wait, I'm confused at what you're saying.
If you had a girlfriend,
Yes.
would you not want her to be one of your groupies?
Yes.
All right then.
Whose girlfriend is she to Kendrick or Burna Boy?
I don't know about the Kendrick shit.
She's not Burna Boy. No. I need music. I need star power. I don't need all this looking like you're drunk at 3 a.m. in the morning. Go home. Where your sister at? I ain't
What do you mean?
I ain't even getting to the DDG
Celebrities
shit.
can be groupies as well. Them niggas go to
Like Mariah Carey and Rihanna. I ain't getting into that. But
yeah, that too. Sign my titty, bitch.
Hilarious. But nah, the hell. The comment section, I ain't gonna get into the comment section, they're ruthless. But it's a reason why I bring this up. Look at the post and look at the comment section, the reason why I bring it up. Stop it. That's it. Done. Walk away.
Someone said she dancing like a Sim character. That's what I got me. She don't want a puppy, she want a big dog.
Oh shit.
Chloe climbing that tree.
Yeah, man. I would just like to hear the music. Because the music that I heard is not sticking. But again, we've talked about that too many times on this podcast. Kids don't know Akon.
That one sent me. I'm sitting here at work.
Kids don't know nothing.
It's because I guess he posted
kids
something.
don't know a damn thing.
It said Akon performed recently on the Radar, and TikTok kids thought he was an up and coming artist. Yeah. You know what I thought about with this topic actually, which is I'm glad that I'm bringing this up. We are about to enter 2025. It's 25 years into this century. We are living in the first quarter of the century, and we are before it. So everybody who's 2000 and up, we're older than. So everything that's happened that when we were kids, even if they were born at 2000, they don't know what the fuck or anything that's going on if it's old and vintage, like Akon. So I wasn't even surprised. It was funny, but when I really thought about it, I was like, yeah, they wouldn't know. How would they know? 2025, the oldest person who was in the 2000s is 25 years old, and we're all older than that motherfucker.
About 3 years.
I think now that we see where time has taken us in 2025, that means a lot. And those 3 years, even though it's 90s, 2000s, what was the culture and what was society in those 90s? We have been
Kids
a part of it.
Think the world started in the 1900s.
Kids think that we've always had the iPhone.
Facts.
For sure.
And iPads.
Kids think that,
we always had the internet.
That's the same when we was growing up though.
What?
Yes, it was. Think back. Your parents didn't have that damn cell phone. They had the house phone.
I know they had. We had a little phone.
Well, no, what I'm saying. Well, we went through a generation of different types of phones.
Yeah,
I missed it.
We were a generation that went through everything. We went through everything.
Like technology.
Phone,
yeah.
The little keypad to the little
I fucking miss them shits. I
do miss the side pad. You flip that shit to the side.
The razor.
Yeah, that was hard. I missed that.
All the little slide-up phones that they used to have.
The chocolate phone.
Chocolate razor.
iPad Nanos, the iPad Touches, the regular iPods. I'm talking about iPads. Damn, iPods.
Y'all don't even know about the iPods, nigga.
iPad Nano, the regular iPad, the
Oh,
iPod Touch
man.
that you can turn into a phone when they just introduced fucking FaceTime. And then they said, hey, let's make this touch iPod into a legit phone. Blew the fucking world up. BlackBerry. That's still used to this day. That's the only phone that still works in this generation because it is a decrypted phone. Military personnel use BlackBerry to this day to communicate. FYI. Get your BlackBerry.
So 2025 is not just another year for, well, at least to me, I'm looking at it as literally a quarter of the fucking century, and we've lived through it to where we're like
we old.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
We are now entering the age of us being OGs, like big bro.
I done been
uncle.
called uncle a couple times.
Because
I don't
now,
fuck with
like, I never even say that I like to hear it when it's said to me, but now when I think about it like that, like, yeah, of course, nigga, all y'all, literally, this whole generation of 2000 babies are young, 25. Bro, what?
I can
Yeah,
legit say when somebody say, "Hey, where were you at 10 years ago?" I can say, "Damn, I know what I was doing 10 years ago, and I could not tell you that I was going to be doing this 10 years from 10 years ago."
so,
If that makes sense.
talking on the podcast, looking at how life is from a technological standpoint, where you can get paid the same amount as a top executive playing video games. A streamer can make more money than
And
your
I
favorite
did.
rapper.
Imagine how much money we would have brought to our high school playing football. Imagine that shit. Think about that. We brought a championship. We had we were there for 2 out of the 4 years we were there. We went through what? Two
Two
championships.
championships.
2 championships out of the 4 years we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the money that we brought through the booster club. Now imagine the NIL deals we would have had.
I think that we are the definition of they gotta. We were the ones to crawl so they could walk. We were the ones to walk so they could run. If I remember, bro, and I think you was next to me when it happened, our senior year when everything was done. We were our second semester, so our shit was over. They were rolling in the new. They were rolling in the new jerseys, and it was Adidas, and it was a whole new brand. It was like I remember like they was rolling them new ones in because and they literally was telling that the Nike ones was going to JV.
Yep, I remember that.
And I was like, bro, the only reason why they are getting these blessings is because of what we did 2 years, 3 years ago. And hopefully they can be able to attain it and uphold it. But nah. But I say that, right? Their social media presence is fire. Their Instagram has been so fire. We had a
Their
Butler
marketing
Instagram.
and the media
Their
team is
media
pretty good.
team is go bananas now. I'm not saying it because of us, but it just hurt in terms of how you broadcast and how you promote a football team in
Not
high
just
school.
football team. I looked at the other
Nick,
pages that
they
they had. SGA.
shout out to all the high schools who definitely put their money into the promotion and
East
marketing
Mac
to
looked pretty
these
good now.
to these sports teams because the way that they're getting the way that we had to put our own highlights and stuff together because of I guess the freedom of making our own highlight tape versus the and the stuff we had because we only had the one angle. We only had the one angle from the top, you know what I'm saying, to where you can see all your plays and you got a little circular thing. They got those too, but some people really got some niggas that cameraman. Niggas that cameraman on the side taking pictures, pick by pick, flip, 3K, 4K, crazy. So in with the deals. So I think at this point, we talked about it earlier with sports, but how much of a motivation do you really need to get to the league when you're getting treated like you in the league going to high school? So uh, that was a tangent, but yeah, man, shout out to the high schools and shout out to the money they're getting. I don't even know how we even got to that. I don't even know. Oh, heads talking about Akon, but yeah, Akon was 2006. That's when he was in his prime. I would think that if you were born in 2000 years, if you were born in 2000, you were 6 years old. You don't know nothing about Akon, so that's fair. You don't know nothing about that, but it's cool. It's cool. We gonna keep it pushing. Shit. I bet people don't know about Michael Vick either. Then people gonna say people don't know what Michael Vick is. Do you know that Michael Vick is now the head coach of Norfolk University, the HBCU,
I do know that.
and he is now trying to put his influence. I ain't trying to put no type of comparison to Deion Sanders anywhere, but I do appreciate that there are prestigious names going to the sports collegiate level, especially for the HBCUs, and sharing awareness and what am I trying to say? Exposure. But it's really going to bring top players to come. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you are of the culture of football and you're a quarterback, a top ranked quarterback, and you wanted to learn under one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game, you would go to Norfolk University to learn under Michael Vick. That would be hard. So I feel like that would be a dope movement if he can bring top talent and they could win, and then bring more attention to the HBCU football community / space. Whitley, is there anything you want to talk about? You got the list. You've been quiet over there. Oh, you can talk about. Do you want to talk about Florida? again.
So in Florida, they finna get that same old message. And North Carolina getting on that Pornhub. But right now.
So Florida residents will soon lose access to Pornhub. Shout out to Whitley for keeping us updated on this loss of access to the darkness, because people, places, states are making it hard. So you will lose access to Pornhub in 14 days. Did you know? This is the message to Pornhub to Florida residents. Did you know that your government wants you to give your driver's license before you can access Pornhub? As crazy as that sounds, it's true. You'll be required to prove you are 18 years or older, such as upholding your government ID for every adult content website you like to access. We don't want minors accessing our site and think preventing that happening is a good thing, but putting everybody's privacy at risk won't achieve that. Curious about the right solution? Blah, 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 blah.
In high school, not high school, in school, there would be access to porn, and everybody was like, look, 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 look. Do you not remember them days?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
And
What?
You just exposed yourself. No,
I wasn't looking it up.
Yes, you was.
No, I wasn't.
How you know?
People would tell me to come over. I ain't looking up. I was actually a nerd that was actually playing on the computer.
Hey, Willie, come over here and see this real quick.
And I would go over there and be like, what the fuck? Y'all, what the fuck y'all doing over here? I'm going back over here. I'm going back to my computer.
I'm not.
And there'd be a whole bunch of the computer teacher be like, what the heck? What are y'all doing over there? Not that it's to go back to what we were doing.
See, no. It's crazy because is that pre iPhone? Is that pre cell phone where you can do that on your phone now? Why you doing it on the computer at school? You freak. You're what am I trying to say? Prehistoric perv. You're prehistoric perv. You have an iPhone. Use an iPhone for that.
Back in the day, there was none.
Yeah, back in the day, you had to get it where you fit it. I get it. I understand. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the Florida residents out there who have to lose this access. I'm sorry. They're cracking down on you sex workers and your content and where it can go. But where can you go if the whole state's shutting you down?
They ain't shutting them down.
They're shutting Pornhub down. They're shutting it down. They're saying, no, get the hell out.
First of all, how do you know I'm in North Carolina?
Get the spring breakers. Oh, that's IP address.
Your service.
Come on, I thought you were the tech girl. I thought you would know that.
I know. I had a slow moment.
Yeah, right.
When you guys said that, I was like, take my IP off this motherfucker.
Yeah, Yes, there are alternatives, but we are not the ones to tell you what they are. But yeah, man, shout out to Florida, and 14 days to get it in for you can't anymore. So, man, we are just speeding through these today, aren't we?
Hey, Derek, you notice how he still brought up Kendrick's name in his podcast?
Every week. I ain't said nothing.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but it kind of I looked at the top of the list and I was like, this nigga done brought Drake again in this goddamn topic.
I ain't even talking about it. I ain't even talking about that
but instead you didn't talk about it. You still brought up Kendrick's name.
When did I bring up Kendrick?
So you didn't even know when you did it.
I know. I was trying to think about when I did it. Oh yeah, but that was in and out. That wasn't even. But that was
his name was mentioned.
That was the compound.
Kendrick, you don't start paying us.
I don't want to. It was in and out. I said it was so quick. I didn't even think about it.
Because he's always there.
I have a Kendrick topic, but I'm not talking about. It's not even on the list. But I have a legit Kendrick topic, and
I don't want to hear it.
All right, then. So let's drop it.
No,
it's a legit topic. I'm just gonna
say what you did. I told you, but we talked about this last podcast. I know you can find it.
He
you
is
always
one of
bring up this motherfucker's name.
Right. There's a difference between me having a like.
2025, I will hit his nigga's name all year.
If there's,
I don't want to hear it.
2020.
Don't even talk about the Super Bowl shit.
Why?
Super Bowl's off limits.
Why?
Halftime off limits.
What are you talking about? We always talk about the Super Bowl.
You overdid it.
No, I didn't.
You had one song on the radio they always fucking play and play and fucking play and play. That's you. Kendrick this. Kendrick that. Kendrick that. He's not even current news. He's just. How is he current news to you still?
He is current news because things are happening.
Nobody gives a fuck.
You don't give a fuck.
No, the internet's not talking.
The internet is talking.
On your timeline.
I stand corrected.
You know what my timeline says?
Nerf guns.
Brezzy Bowl.
Breezy. Yes, Breezy Bowl. That is a great topic. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad. Did I put that on there?
No, you didn't, and I'm very this is
I'm
disrespectful.
sorry. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Chris Brown is having a ball in Africa. Daryl said it. You said it. One of y'all said it. Chris Brown having a ball in Africa. So much so he had what, over 90,000 people.
Twice, 94,000.
That is more than he's ever had in the States. Certain tours that he's had has not accumulated to that in certain major cities, at least in one night. Um,
Matter of fact,
what does it say about international fandom versus domestic? If you are an artist and you can make it, they say if you're an artist and you can make it overseas, you can make it in other countries, you can make it in America. Some say if the American market is the hardest market, even if you're born here, it's easier to market yourself better outside overseas.
Africa love that man.
If you are already a megastar in the states, then if you go out of state, then you're definitely going to get a 90,000. Well, on Chris Brown's level, you're getting a 90,000 attendance, and I don't think he's going to come back. He might not come back, y'all. He might do a Dave Chappelle. He might come. He might go to Africa and just stay there. And he might come back, but he coming back on some new shit. But he ain't coming back for a while. I wouldn't come back for a
You
while.
realize? So this made me Google a lot of things. I was started Googling certain artists and see what is their largest turnout.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce's largest turnout was 58,000,
Mm-hmm.
and that was currently in her Renaissance tour.
Mm-hmm. But I guess that just goes to that goes to show how many people you can sit in one setting. Like that 50,000, that 58,000 can be a packed out crowd, packed out overflowing crowd. So,
But she's also done overseas as well.
and that's
That,
and
that
that's
wasn't mentioned.
and it might be more. It might be more. So where like if you're a star in the states, you are most definitely going to get a stampede of people to see you if you are overseas. They shut down the fucking city for the World Cup winners. When the winners come back from the World Cup, the whole city literally.
No, we're talking about singers, not
I
not
know. I'm
athletes.
talking about crowds is what I'm speaking to. Crowds in terms of accomplishments and people. They come out the woodwork. The whole city comes out the woodwork and it looks like a whole sea of people following them in their little truck when they're driving around. It makes our Golden State shit look like nothing to when they come back to the World Cup. So when you're a Beyonce, you're Chris Brown and you come to Argentina, you go to Africa, you go to any type of place where it's more, and because they have to house more because there's more people in the place, you're going to get a bigger turnout. And I'm just glad Chris Brown got that
Mm.
turnout in Africa. I'm not talking about that. The Gothic Center. Oh, Jasmine wanted me to talk about that. While Willie's looking that up, I'll bring this up shortly. And I guess hopefully I can get Jasmine to come on the pod before December's over and explain this shit. So apparently the Gothic Santa pictures have apparently there is a thing where you dress up in all black and you go to the mall and take pictures with Santa and you do a Gothic thing.
Never even.
So apparently Jasmine really wanted me to share this on the podcast, and I wish she would have gave me more context. But apparently she's going with some friends, dressing all black. If you know who Jasmine is, she's a person who loves the color black, and she's going to the mall and doing the whole Santa Claus photo shoot on some Gothic shit. She said she'll send me pictures. So I'm definitely gonna show the listeners and the people what Gothic Santa looks like. That's what Jasmine wanted me to do for y'all for the holiday season. That's the one thing she wanted me to do for y'all. So there you go. Did you get what you were trying to get, Willie?
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going. What else do I have? I guess I could talk about Asia Wilson getting the bag. Let's see. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where? Where? Okay. I Asia A J.A. Hope I said that right. She signs a wait. First of all, Las Vegas ace Asia Wilson, a three-time WNBA MVP and two-time champion, is signing a 6-year contract extension with Nike in one of the richest shoe deals for a women's basketball player. Right. So this woman who has obviously been dominating the WNBA scene has made an accomplishment to really showcase her business acumen. Look at me using all these words to showcase that she can get to the bag with Nike by being one of the top WNBA players to get a shoe deal. And I'm only bringing this up because as I was working the games at Spectrum, the college basketball games to be specific, there was the boys and it was 2 nights. One was the boys, the other were the girls. So the the first game was Florida and UNC. Obviously, we're in Charlotte, so it was a packed arena full of UNC fans, and because Florida was number 7, they came heavy too. So it was a big, healthy amount of people. As the game ended, not just because UNC left because it was a bad loss, people fanned out real quick, and the girls started to play. And granted, just because of a working standpoint, we were done serving, but we were leaving. I left to get ready for tomorrow. But as I was leaving, I looked at the crowd, I looked at the arena. Shit was empty. Shit was empty, bro. And this was like a televised game on ESPN, and I'm just looking at it like that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like if I was a chick, I feel a way about that shit. Y'all niggas stay. Stay for some more basketball. Why does it matter if it's us, right? Flip the situation. I did. We saw. Um, damn, what was it? The boys went first, right? No, I'm sorry. The girls went first. The girls went first. Um, and it was light. It was Michigan and Ohio. I mean Michigan and Oklahoma, and they had their game. But by the time it was fourth quarter, and by the time that the boys are about to play, shit was starting to fill up. Shit started to get thick up in here. Shit started to get thick. Niggas over here. It was like, woo, hey, where the liquor at? Where the food at? Hey. And I was like, it was a good game. The girls had a good game. But I guess my whole thing was like, damn, just bring the same energy. And I guess only because I'm seeing a lot of basketball. I'm seeing a lot of people come to games that don't really do shit. The Hornets don't really mean much in terms of who they're playing, in terms of the television network sponsor, but it still is a big game where people come out. Come show off for the girls, man. So I'm glad that girls are still getting their milestones and billboards and the billboards. Look at me doing music. They're getting their contracts, man. And I hope that all the girls that played at the college level played really, really well because I didn't stay. I had to work. But I hope y'all played well to get to the next
Even
level.
you left.
Because I had to work.
Bullshit.
I had to work. I had to go to work, niggas. I had to go to work. I had to go to work. But in terms of it being televised and in terms of how important it was for them, I hope that they balled out regardless of who was in the crowd. And regardless of, how they feel about it, if they even care about it, they go to the next level and get some accolades. Chris Brown and Beyonce, the only African American artists who managed to fill South Africa's FMB Stadium with more than 94,000 spectators. Shout out to Chris Brown and shout out to Beyonce. And I'm glad that Chris Brown is again getting his love and affection in Africa, even if it's South Africa. No disrespect.
Good.
I guess so. There, you got anything?
I'm making a Stallion files restraining order on Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That's the last one.
Ain't he in jail?
Yep. I'm confused.
I want to be very
Couldn't you have
clear.
done that when the start like
I want to be very clear because this thing about okay, I'm gonna make this short and very sweet. The restraining order, and this is where I'll keep it short and sweet. The restraining order, I feel like is something that is going to happen. It's going to make more sense later down the road.
oh most definitely.
And I do think I have been. It's not like I don't want to talk about it. I've been watching this very closely, but I want to wait because I think that's the thing with this case in particular. You got to wait before you start talking. You got to wait till everything play out. And I think this is the part where.
How long you been in jail?
Ooh, yeah, it's 2000, about to be 2025. That was in 2022. 2023, because we was covering it a lot. We was covering it during the time, so that had to be
What happened?
2022,
When did he go to
2023.
jail?
2022.
2023.
Damn, that nigga been in there for 3 years already?
It's been in there for a while, and that's where this thing where Megan, being the person who's traumatized, of don't want to not act like that's not true. But when do we
This
move?
nigga finna get on good behavior.
When do we move on? Like, when do we move on? It ain't about women, man. It's just people. When do we move on from the trauma?
Don't you get out in like good behavior in like 5?
Depending on what he's done and depending on how he's moving, I don't know. But what I do know is
Usually that's what it is, though, right?
I assume so.
Depending on what the lawyers signed off on,
and how the lawyers.
No, but typically,
it depends on how it goes in court.
Yeah, no, I know, but like usually, like you hear people getting out in 5. Like that's
not
like typically
really, not necessarily. Depends on the crime and.
No, yeah, no, I know that, but like if it's like good behavior people,
most of the time,
it's mostly 5 years, is it not?
Sure, I would assume so. It's been around the time. If anything, he would
say
get
5 or 10. I think
he would definitely. He's definitely from what two things. From one, it seems like that's the movement from what she did. She made a chess move before the move even happened to just show where she's at. And then number two, this is where my home is at. Move on, and I'm saying move on because Tori's moved on. And if you're paying, and if you have paid attention, Tori has not stopped dropping music, or at least his team has not just stopped dropping his music. This man has been dropping music since his team has been dropping his music since the time he's been in jail, singles, and they are fire, bro, fire. Like he literally drops once a week since. Go to Tory Lanez, go to his Apple Music, and you just look at all the singles. He has plenty of singles ranging just back since he's in jail. So he's been definitely eating from a streaming standpoint since he's been in jail. Megan, I don't know what you've been doing, but it seems like you can't move forward. That concerns me as an artist and as a person, not even trying to pick a side on anything. That's concerning. So the restraining order to me is not... I'm good. We'll have to wait to be continued with that one. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have anything else. Dare, you got anything? Because I don't want to bring up the last one because apparently I'm shut down. I don't want to talk about.
We're not talking about that shit.
I don't want to talk about it.
Party City is closing their doors.
What do you mean closing their doors? Like they're finna be like Toys R Us now?
They're done.
So wait, when you say done, as in done as in physical building, or they're done as in?
They've been done physical building. They haven't built in so long. As a matter of fact, they've been shutting down stores. Mm-hmm. Now they're officially shutting doors completely.
So it's strictly online.
No,
this is the
Doors
death.
Closing, nigga.
This is the death. Closing. Hey man, listen. Sometimes I'm trying to be optimistic. The death of Party City. Is that what you're saying? It's over.
Party City.
Nobody go there anyway.
Party City are closing all its doors after 40 years. Corporation employees were told today is their last day of employment.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. It's a death of an era, it's the beginning of a new era. That's what it is.
Closing for a while. You know who's next? Rackham Shoes and what? They next.
Listen, man.
Was it Payless that was shutting doors?
Payless, yeah.
Big Lots is going too.
Yo. So, and that means it's coming to the end. But no, that just means it's coming to an end of an era as we know it as 90s babies, to where we're literally in the 4th of the century, to where shit about to get different. Shit now shit has been so weird to where it's normalized, to where now I will have the duty of speaking on it as it comes on. So yeah, no, but this will be the end of the podcast. This will be the end of episode 101. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all for listening. This was a nice, smooth podcast. This was very chill. In my zen.
I'm throwing it back with the baby Joker beating.
Zen. So yeah, man, thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. We will come back next week, and look out for me on my homeboys Fable and Aries podcast, Past the Ox. It'll be on. Well, you'll see it, and I'll promote it. We all love you.
You cheating on us.
Whatever.
Cheating.
This is your host, KQ Book. And we out. Bye.